So don't be afraid of sharing your knowledge, your skill, your expertise, or your story, because you never know who might be benefiting from that you have to share. So I'm going to start out this video with a little backstory. I moved to the United States about 7 years ago, and at the time it was the only thing that really mattered. I just wanted to get out of my home country and just go abroad and go make as much money, expose myself to a lot of opportunities as possible, and that's exactly what happened. But when I got to the United States, I quickly realized that things were not the way it seemed online. I had been misled, and I just didn't feel like I was putting myself in the best position to succeed, especially, with the way things turned out for me at the time. I didn't have a stable job, or neither could I, really get anything substantial to make any tangible amount of money to even begin with. So I started doing all sorts of odd jobs. I would, take warehouse jobs, line jobs, and things of that nature. And I wasn't really happy with my life. And that's when I started looking at alternative means of making money. I wanted to start making money online. I started watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I started, Googling how to make money online, just like a lot of people do when they're just starting out. And everything seemed unattainable. I just wasn't getting anywhere until one very day I was just scrolling on Instagram in, I believe, year 2017. Then I came across this guy. His name is Jabril Agaro. Me and him have since connected, and I've really told him that one post that I saw of him on that evening that I was scrolling Instagram changed everything for me. So I saw this image of him with his laptop somewhere, I believe in Thailand, and it was just this picture of him just working from his laptop, working remotely, and that really inspired me. And I proceeded to wanting to learn more about what this guy did, and I realized that he is a Facebook marketer and he runs a lot of ads on Facebook, and that's how he made his money. And the inspiration that I got from that post really led me to start trying out different things. I tried out everything from drop shipping to drop servicing to social media marketing. I even tried some physical service businesses like cleaning, but none of those things really worked out. But I didn't really give up, because I knew that if average people could do it, I knew that I could do it as well. Long story short, I never really stopped drop shipping. I was in it back and forth because I didn't have a lot of money to spend on it. Then ultimately I stumbled upon a different type of drop shipping, which was Facebook Marketplace drop shipping, and that really changed everything for me. I was one of the very first people that started out drop shipping on Facebook, and I just took the idea of drop shipping itself and brought it over to Facebook Marketplace. I would find images on Amazon and eBay. I would post those images on Facebook Marketplace, and people would actually order for these things. They would order for these products. I would receive the money and go order for this product and send it to the address, then keep the spread. That's exactly how I got started, and within a few weeks I had my first $1,000 day, which was really surreal to me because I didn't think that was something that was possible. I saw people making $500, $1,000 or $2,000 days, but to think that I could make $1,000 in one single day, I didn't really think it was possible. So I went on Facebook Marketplace and I bought a camera, which is still the same camera that I'm filming this with right now, and I started making videos about how I make money with Facebook Marketplace. I started sharing my processes, how I find products, the best products to sell, at what price points, and I started sharing this tips and strategies and how to ship products, how to do customer service, how to find the best suppliers. And very quickly that content gained a lot of traction and my channel started to grow. And this was on a separate channel that I now post my travel content on, but that channel grew very rapidly, and in less than 2 months I had my first 1,000 subscribers. Now, with the views that I was getting on my content came a lot of requests from some of my viewers on what tools I was using. Or some of them wanted to have a private consultation with me, and some of them even requested that I create a course and teach them how I, did a lot of the things that I do at the time. And I took on some of these opportunities. I was doing private one-on-one consultations. I was doing affiliate marketing, referring the products that I was using to sell my products products to run my business. I was referring it to other people, and I would get a commission from that. And very quickly, I started making monthly recurring revenue from just recommending products, from sharing my knowledge, from just being available to people, from sharing what I knew about Facebook Marketplace and business in general. And that was the turning point for me, really. And I started to see that I could really make this online thing work just by being available to people, just by sharing my knowledge on the internet. Now, I share this background with you because I want to share with you some of the lessons that I learned, from this experience of having leverage, especially on the internet. And the number one lesson that I learned was to try stuff. You want to try different things. It doesn't matter where you are right now, even if you're just getting started online, because by trying new things, by trying different things every day, that's when you figure out what you like and figure out what you don't like. And that really is going to shorten the learning curve that you need in order to figure out what really matters to you, so you can focus on those two things. And the next lesson that I learned was to not be afraid to fail or to walk away when things are not working out. So after failing all these endeavors that I tried, I could have easily just went on to get a job and just settle for that. But with every failure, I learned that there was an opportunity somewhere. I figured out what wasn't working and I focused on what was working at the time. And I've also learned that you can walk away when things are not right. I quit dropshipping when everything was going great. I didn't have any reason to stop dropshipping, but the fact that I didn't want that to be my identity, I didn't really enjoy dropshipping. It wasn't something that resonated with me. It was something I did simply because I wanted to make money. But I walked away because I wasn't enjoying it. I didn't want to, get myself in that situation that I was when I was having or working in 9 to 5, where I was feeling miserable every single day and I didn't understand or know exactly what the next day was going to hold for me. So don't be afraid of failure and don't be afraid to walk away when things are not going right. And the next lesson I learned is that the only way to impact others is by investing in yourself. Now, you might be thinking of all of the efforts that you're putting in right now into anything that you're doing as a wasted effort because you're not seeing results. But the reality really is that in order to impact others, in order to pour into others, in order to teach others, in order to help other people, you first need to invest in yourself. You need to have a reservoir of knowledge, of energy, of inspiration before you can inspire others. You cannot share from an empty cup. You first need to have a cup that is full before you can impact into others. And the next lesson that I learned is that people will gladly pay for what you know. So if you have some type of knowledge, some specialized skill or knowledge that has taken you time to learn, or maybe that you've learned from experience, people will gladly pay you in order to learn that skill or to acquire that knowledge from you. A lot of people feel like they need to be gurus or they need to be extraordinary at that thing that they know or that thing that they do. But the truth is, you don't have to be that. You don't have to be a guru. All you need to be is to be one step ahead of the next person. And if you can make a promise of taking one person from point A to point B, then I can assure you that people will gladly listen to you and they will value whatever information that you have. So don't be afraid of sharing your knowledge, your skill, your expertise, or your story, because you never know who might be benefiting from that you have to share. Now, the final lesson that I want to share with you in this video is that don't be afraid to ask. Now, don't be afraid to ask for what you want. I see a lot of people, they make assumptions for people. They say no even before they're said no to. And one real life lesson that I learned was when I was, starting to create content online about dropshipping and things. I started out my online content creation journey by telling my audience that I would never sell anything to them. And the reason why I said that was because I have had very bad experiences with online courses. I've had bad experiences with paying people money to acquire knowledge, and it just didn't show up, or the quality of knowledge that I expected was not what I found. So I was afraid that if I ask from my audience, they're going to leave me, they're going to stop watching my content. So I did not ask. I said no even before people said no to me. And I realized that the people that I did one-on-one consultation with, they went ahead and created online courses and made way more money than I ever did with dropshipping in my entire time doing it. So don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to request, especially when you feel like you are giving a lot of value, when you feel like, you have deserved what you're asking for. So this is what I've learned over my years of being in entrepreneurship, that leverage is truly, powerful, especially in this day and age when you can capitalize on your knowledge and your skill, especially by creating content online. So don't be afraid to do it. If you're thinking about it right now, it has entirely changed my life, and I'm pretty sure that it can change yours as well. Now I'm able to travel whenever I want to, work remotely from different countries across the world, and this is something that I would have never thought possible just a couple of years ago. So don't be afraid to go for it, and I hope this video has been helpful. If it has, consider subscribing, and if you have any questions whatsoever, leave them down in the comment section down below. Again, my name is Daniel, and I will see you in the next video.